Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh, my throat's a bit funny. I am here with my video for the Twinchies challenge, which is hosted by the lovely Amber over Amber's Kintyre Crafts. I think I've bitten my tongue or something in my sleep. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking a bit funny. Anyway. This month's theme is animals, so obviously I'm going for cats. And I've used a couple of different stamp sets, or I've pulled a couple of different stamp sets out. This one I got, I think I got it on eBay. It's by Globland. I used a couple of the stamp shaped stamps, like postage stamp shaped ones, for a tag a few weeks ago, but I thought these two little cats, they've got such little expressive faces, and I thought they would be a good size for a Twinchie. So I've stamped and coloured a few of those, and I'll show you that process. And then this Tailored Expressions stamp set, which is called If Cats Could Talk, and it's got the little outline die and the stamp. And this one, I think I won it in a blog hop years ago, and then I actually had to pay customs when it came through, even though I hadn't bought it. But anyway, I like it, but I'm not a big fan of these stamps that you can't see, like not the clear ones, because it's quite tricky to line up the face in the right place. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. But anyway, it's got some fun sentiments, and I thought I could do the scaredy cat and I purred once. It was awful. So I have stamped some of those out because my ink is brand new and very juicy, and it takes a little bit to dry. So I'm going to insert my little colouring, and so you'll see how I created some of these little cats that I've done. So I've got that a little speedy clip, so I will stop the video now and insert that. Okay, so hopefully you saw that. Now I was thinking, what am I going to do for the background? I've cut myself little Twinchie size pieces, and then I decided, actually I found this. I've got a little, I don't know what you call it, I call it a ducat. It sits on the floor next to my desk, which is why it's been chewed by a certain cat called Angus. Anyway, I had made this with some ink sprays quite a while ago. I'm not sure what I was going to do with it, but once I'd done it, it wasn't right for what I was working on. But I think it's quite nice, and I think the cats will stand out nicely against it. So I'm going to cut myself some wee Twinchies. So Amber's challenge is to make 2 Twinchies on her theme each month, and she gives us a new theme. I think she's about, is she about the 6th of the month? I never remember when people do these things. So I might just do, so I'm going to do 2 different ones, but I'm going to do 3 of them. 3 of each. 1, 2. It's quite, sometimes I'm in the mood to make a mess with inky sprays and things, and sometimes I'm really not, because then you need to let it all dry and everything. So that's a bit wee. So that's 4. So let me maybe like this. So it's quite good to have some inky papers made up. Actually, I think I'm going to go with this side. Especially if you're going to make a video and you don't have time necessarily to let everything dry. So there is my basic ones, and I'm just going to, as you've seen me do 100 times before, trim off those fluffy wee edges that I get on my paper cutter. So yeah, I'm filming this on Saturday morning, but it's not going up today. But I'll probably go up on Monday. So I hope that you've all had a good weekend. We are going to visit friends and we're going out for tapas tonight, I think. So I think we're going to stay the night at theirs because they stay not that far away. About half an hour's drive, but if we stay then it means both have a wee glass of wine or two. Okay, so that is the basics, and what I thought I might do was stamp some, or maybe a wee stencil on there, and I think I might have a paw print stencil. Let me pause you. Okay, I do have a little paw print stencil. Of course, it was right at the bottom of my drawer. However, so I'm gonna get a little brush and some ink. Yeah, let me think. Okay, let me just see if this is Stormy Sky, if that'll come out on the... Yeah, I think there's a bit of something else on my... So let me just... Let me do 3 like this. Just go over the other half as well. Okay, so that is that. Now, in the what were they called? Tailored Expressions, there's a little spider. So I'm going to add that. And this is going to be the scaredy cat. Because this cat is looking up. So let's pop him on there. This one's I'll save. So, and I'm going to put the little ginger cat on here because Darcy was the definition of a scaredy cat. Bless him. He was very cute, but he was scared of his own shadow. So there's 2 little ginger ones, and I did one as like a little brown tabby. So hopefully this scaredy cat is going to fit. So, yeah, that's alright now. I think it needs a wee doodly border. I won't make you watch me do all 3 versions of this one. I'll just do the one and then I'll show you them all at the end. Get that on there. I don't know what I've done with this eye here. Oh, I think I've made that worse. Ugh, anyway. So I've got some glue here. On there. What have I done to this cat? Oh dear me. Sometimes you should just leave well alone. Okay, scaredy cat is sat there with his funny eyes. Looks like a goth cat with dark eyeliner. Claudia wouldn't come in if she was a cat. Now, I have got a couple of Jamie things that are sat here, and do I have a wee pokey tool thing somewhere? Haha. There it is. I think these go better with that blue background. Oh! I don't know where that one went to. Oh, can you hear my washing machine just finish? There we go. Put that there, and then I think I'm going to add so that is the first one. Scaredy cat, maybe 3 gems. 3's always better than 2, isn't it? Can't count the one that I've thrown on the carpet. So that is the first one. Now, I'll make those 2 the same. So the second lot, I've got, I want to make them a wee bit different, although the same background. And the sentiment that I've got for this lot is I purred once, it was awful. So let me just cut that, then I can see if it's going to fit, and if it is going to fit, where it's going to go, and then I can decide what's the what I'm going to do. Oh, shame. Bird once, it was awful. Ach, I don't care if it hangs off the edge a wee bit. Who is going to stop me? I don't think the Twinchie police are going to come and So that's going to be that. Now what else? What can I decorate? I don't want to just do the paw prints again. Let me have a wee think. Okay, I've pulled out some stamps, sort of backgroundy stamps. I've got these, which I quite like. And I use them quite a lot. This is quite nice. I don't know if I've used this one yet. I bought this on my holidays in South Africa in the summer. Right, I'm not going to put them on a block, and I'm not going to use my dark colour. Let's try and use the old faded ink first and see what that does. Yeah, it's just a little bit, isn't it? But not too... not too much. So maybe I'll do this. And then I might do some of the darker ink of something else on the other side. Just need something, don't you, to add a bit of interest to the background. Okay, so that is that. It's from Studio Light Grunge Collection Dotted Circles. And maybe... actually, maybe not that. I bought that on my holidays too. Maybe a bit of script. This is the darker ink. So, yeah, something like that. Okay. I think again I'll do the wee doodly borders. And I might kind of outline this. Ah! Okay, well that's not gonna work. Jeez. Did I cut some more? I did. I've printed another one. Always happens, doesn't it, when you think you're ahead of the game. Will I do this again? Probably. I don't want that one, I want this one. Cannot talk or concentrate. That's a bit better. Okay. This wee cat looks so worried. Heard once it was awful. It is hanging over the edge, which takes it beyond a Twinchie probably, but that's okay. I am going to go with these ones. So Jane, the lovely Jane that I did that autumn swap with, she gifted me these. Once again, but I spotted where it went. Oops. So there, that is one, and that is one weird-eyed cat there, the goth cat. So let me just pause you while I put the others together. Okay, so I have finished them off. So I've got, well, 3 of these and 3 of these. I think this one is maybe the weirdest looking cat I've ever made. What do you think? Is this a goner? Maybe I'll put that in my Twinchie album and not keep it for swapping or anything. Oh dear. Just when you think, I'll just touch that up a little, it's never a good idea. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed me making my Twinchies. If you're joining in, I'd love to know what animal you're doing. Let me know in the comments and I can check out your Instagram or your YouTube, wherever you're sharing them. And yeah, please leave me a like and a comment and it would make my day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.